Yes, inshallah, it's clear.
Okay, Jazakallah, Ahmed bhai. So, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today's stream was basically a case study. A case study about what? So, whenever we engage with the Ahmadiyya clergy and you present to them one set of references on one topic and you want them to respond, what do? In order to respond to that, they bring another set of references saying a completely contradictory thing on that same topic, and that they are calling it a response. And after quoting that, they don't realize that they are only proving that their writings are contradictory. And according to Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani, it is sign of a liar that his speech, his statements are contradictory. So this is how they respond. So in today's live stream, I try to give you a case study so you can understand that these contradictions in the writings, they are not just an accident. They are there by design. It's a systematic effort to put all of that in the writings. For example, the case study was that the second caliph of Ahmadiyya movement, Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud, he was debating with the Lahori Jamaat, which is another group of Ahmadiyya movement. Okay, so the debate was, Lahori Jamaat was saying that the prophecy in Surah As-Saf made by Isa alayhi salam regarding a coming prophet Ahmad. So Lahori Jamaat was saying that this prophet Ahmad, in reality, as the first fulfillment, as the real fulfillment, is Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and in a reflective sense, in a zilli sense, in a subordinate sense, you can apply on Mirza Ghulam Qadiani as well. But the second caliph was angry at them. He was throwing challenges at them, and he was telling them that no, this prophecy is actually about only Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani. Yes, he said he's a zil, but the prophecy is about the zil, number one. And number two, he was saying that the name Ahmad only applies to Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani. And in contrast to Lahori Jamaat, second caliph was saying that the real fulfillment and the first fulfillment and the direct fulfillment, all of these are his words. Direct fulfillment, real fulfillment, and the first fulfillment of the prophecy of Prophet Ahmad made by Isa alayhi salam in Surah As-Saf, it is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani. Yes, you can apply indirectly on Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So these were two positions, right? But when Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud was writing Tafsir Saghir, guess what? He forgot all of that. And when was it? It was in 1957, when Tafsir was released. You are shocked. Before that, he was writing hundreds of pages to prove. But then in this Tafsir, what did he do? He exactly adopted the Lahori position, which he was debating early on. Likewise, when the Khalifa was in the court of law in 1954, in Justice Munir Inquiry Commission, what did he do? He took complete U-turn and he adopted Lahori position. So nowadays, so when we present all of those writings of the second caliph, in which he is saying that no, the first fulfillment, the real fulfillment, the direct fulfillment in Mirza Ghulam Qadiani. So in response to that, what Rabbis are doing, they bring that statement from Inquiry Commission in 1954. They bring from Tafsir Saghir in 1957. And they are not telling people that from 1914 onward, Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud was having a completely different position, and he was calling that position as his aqidah, belief, iman, faith, yaqeen, conviction. So what I'm trying to say, this was a case study, that it is not that by accident Khalifa has written this thing here, that no, when he was preaching, because at that time, and we have given you the reference already, because when Khalifa Bashiruddin Mahmud took the charge of Khilafah, at that time, he wanted to establish that his father was a real prophet. And that's why after his father, there has to be a Khilafah, and he is the Khalifa. This was the whole thing, right? So for this reason, at that time, his entire emphasis was that Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani is the first fulfillment, the real fulfillment of Ismuhu Ahmad. But in 1957, 1954, when he was saying all of that, the opposite things, at that time, number one, he was in the court of law. And secondly, at that time, he did not have that motive anymore, because now his khilafah has already been established. So there is no opposition, or at least no significant opposition from the Lahori Jamaat. So that's why. So this was just one case study. So now I will end with this one. My dear Common Ahmadis, my request to you is, it wasn't that long. It's only 4 hours live stream. I have presented a plethora of arguments, evidences. Go through it bit by bit. I am here responsible for every single thing I have presented to you. But I'm requesting to you, and I'm advising you as your brother in humanity, do your research. If you cannot believe, please pay attention. If you cannot believe that Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani is that one messenger prophesied by Isa alayhi salam in Quran, then Ahmadiyya is not an option for you, because Ahmadiyya belief is what we have seen in the previous section. So inshallah, go through all of those sections and do your research. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide all of you. In the end, I just want to again say last two things. They are telling you that Nabi Muhammad sallam was Sifati Ahmad, and Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is the Zati Ahmad. Subhanallah. There is no such thing as sifat, as attributes without the zat, i.e., if Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not the Zate Ahmad, he must not have the Sifate Ahmad. He must be Zate Ahmad first, and then he can have the Sifate Ahmad. And secondly, Mirza Ghulam Qadiani's real name was Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani, according to his own statement, according to the documents, according to his parents, according to the people around him, and according to the claim of Mirza Ghulam Qadiani on the basis of revelation. Then how can you claim that his name was Ahmad? How can you possibly convince somebody that forget about Ghulam, just worry about the Ahmad? It is just as saying to someone that your name is Abdullah, don't worry about the Abd. You are just Allah. So, dear Ahmadis, please watch all of these things again. Do your research. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide all of you. Inshallah, our du'as are for you. And we are always here. If any Murabbi wants to debate the issue, we are ready. If any common Ahmadi wants to research further, we are available. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.